Hey everybody, lately we've been converting a lot of our assets into Unreal Engine and optimizing them, but if you need to bring one of our assets in that hasn't been converted to Unreal Engine yet, I want to show you guys how to do that today. And if you want to follow along, go ahead and go download this pistol or any other 3D object we have up on RenderCrate. Next, open it up in your favorite 3D software and just double check that the dimensions are right. It should be roughly actual size in centimeters. Now, if it's an OBJ and not already an FBX, you're going to want to export it as an FBX. Luckily, this particular file already comes as an FBX, so we're actually just ready to go. Now, open up Unreal Engine and create a project, and then in the content folder, just make yourself a new folder for your asset. Inside that folder, I'm going to press Import. I'll navigate to the FBX, and on this FBX Import Options window, go ahead and open up Advanced and just make sure it says Combine Meshes, because this gun in particular is made up of a lot of different parts. And then down here where it says Material Import Method, I'm going to say do not create material and don't import textures. We're going to do that ourselves. And then press Import All. Okay, here's our pistol. Next I'll right click and say Add New Material. I'm going to call this M Pistol. And now I also need to import all those textures, so I'm going to press Import. Then I'm going to grab Base Color, Metallic, Normal, and Roughness. Some assets you download from the store might have specialty maps, but everything should have at least these 4 textures. A couple things we need to do. Any map that isn't color information, such as Metallic and Roughness, we need to tell it to not color correct these images or it won't display properly. So I'm going to select Metallic and Roughness. I'm going to right click. I'll go to Asset Actions, Bulk Edit via Property Matrix. That sounds really complicated, but really it's just a way of changing settings on multiple objects at the same time. So I've got my 2 maps here. If I look over here on the right, it says sRGB. This little checkbox means it's being color corrected. I'm just going to turn off the checkbox for both of those, and then I'll hit Control S to save. Now it's time to assemble our material. I'm going to double click on the material, and then I'll bring those 4 textures into my material window. I'm going to plug the RGB channel from the color into base color. I'll plug Metallic into Metallic. And really quick, if you're not sure which texture you're looking at, if you click it, it should say it right here. I'll plug Normal Map into Normal, and I'll plug Roughness into Roughness. Next, you can just press Apply and Save. Go ahead and close that window, and double click on the pistol asset. We can look at the model. To apply the material we just created to the asset, I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to search for pistol, because that's what we named the material, and there it is. If your asset has multiple materials, they'll all be listed here, and you can plug the right material into the right slot. While we're here, we can double check the collision on this object. So I'm going to go up to Show, Simple Collision, and we can see this collision's not super accurate. We can actually fix this over here where it says Hole Count, Max Vertices, and Hole Precision. I think if we increase the number of vertices here and press Apply, we should get a slightly more accurate result. If your asset is made up of multiple parts, like sometimes environmental pieces are made up of multiple parts, you can increase the number of holes here, and it'll create more shells, more of these green shells. Now really quick, if you need really accurate collision for some reason, we actually have a video on the same process that goes into much more detail. It's right here. In this video, we talk about how to manually create custom collision. But if this is good enough, go ahead and press Save, and your asset is actually done. Let's go ahead and place it up on this cube so we can look at it. I'm going to press Play, and there's our gun. Recently we talked about how to create melee weapons and attach it to your character like you see here. If you want us to show you how to make shooting weapons in Unreal, go ahead and leave a comment about that, and then subscribe so you don't miss the video when it comes out. And as always, if you make anything cool in Unreal with our assets, be sure to tag us on Instagram or post it on our Discord. Alright, later creators.